Hello and welcome to Selling. My name is Ben and welcome to the first episode of the Selling Chats podcast. Now, before I get into what the podcast is actually going to be like, today I'm going to be talking about my channel. So I'm going to give you a pretty in-depth history of the channel, what inspired me to start it, what I'm proud of, what I am aiming to achieve with the channel. And in that I'm going to be talking about what the channel means to me on a personal note as well, because I've never really been able to talk about the channel and what it's done to me on a personal note before in my videos in any sort of depth. So I'm approaching 350 subscribers at the time of recording. These Selling Chats should be going out within 2 days of me actually recording this, so it will be pretty recent in terms of the like uploading of them. They won't be like in keeping with the schedule. You know, these will be completely separate to any of the other uploads. So if I'm say recording this on a Monday, it might go out on Wednesday with a League of Legends video, something like that. So the Selling Chats won't actually stick to the upload schedule. They'll be as and when they are needed. And yeah, so I said that it was going to be like the Selling Chat. I was going to call it the Selling Gaming Podcast because, you know, it's going to go up on the Selling Gaming channel. However, for those of you that are hardcore Selling fans, which I think there may be a few, I don't think there's that many of you. If you are, please do leave a comment. But you'll know that I've got a vlogging channel, and I didn't want to call it Selling Gaming Podcast because that would limit it to the gaming channel, and I would like to do a lot more with the vlogging channel now that I have a new camcorder, so that'll be coming up in the future. But yeah, this is just literally just going to be me talking about things that I cannot talk about in videos, and I'm probably going to put some gameplay footage of a random game, I don't know what yet, in the background. However, 9 times out of 10 the gameplay will probably be meaningless. And it's just if you're like wanting to watch something, it's just something that you can watch. But if you want to like get a drink, as I have, and just listen to this, then feel free to do so. And yeah, so also I know that I was featured in the Pishcast by like on CPL's channel. I was actually going to upload that onto my own channel. However, I was going away the next day that we recorded it, and like kind of managed to get it edited and rendered and uploaded pretty quickly, so I didn't really have a chance to sort of get that going. So go check it out on his channel. Probably won't be coming up on my channel, but yeah, it's along the same lines, but this is a lot more personal to Selling, I think. So yeah, this is going to be entirely one take. I'm going to try and not edit it as much as I can. It's going to be completely raw. And yeah, so get yourself a drink. I've got some water because I'm going to be talking quite a lot. And yeah, we'll begin, I guess. So yeah, what the channel, I sort of discussed it in, I think it's the second video that I ever created. It was called Inspiration. I remember it fondly because it honestly took me about 20 attempts to record the audio for that. And if you listen to my voice on that, you'll know that I sound completely different, right? At the time, I wasn't used to hearing my voice, and you know, I was quite self-conscious about it. I thought, you know, I've heard all these people on YouTube, they've all got sort of these really good mics and all this sort of stuff, and I thought that I sounded really bad. And I thought I sounded like really sort of tinny and really high pitched as well. And yeah, so I put on this really like sort of low voice, and I just sort of talked really slowly, and I wasn't comfortable with my own voice at that point. And if you listen to that, it's sort of gives you a general idea of why I started the channel. But yeah, it's just like sort of, it sounds really weird when I listen back to it. Like that was what I was like, and I distinctly remember sitting, trying to think of what to say because I just wasn't sure as to how to commentate over a gameplay footage before. So yeah, so that video was probably the very start of the channel. We're gonna take this right to the back. I did do a video on my, I think it was like a digital camera. It wasn't even like, it was like one of the like handheld ones, which are like, I don't know, they're mainly focused on taking pictures. But yeah, it's got a VGA camera, and I made a video on it, and honestly, you can count the pixels on my face on it. But yeah, that was the very start of the channel. That came a bit easier because at the time, you know, I was revising for exams and stuff, and I wasn't properly starting the channel for a little bit, so I had a little bit more time to prepare myself. But the inspiration video, that was the very start of the channel. That was the point where I knew that this was going to be the start of the channel. And yeah, I talked about why I started. The reason why I started this channel was mainly because I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I was pretty new to YouTube. You know, I had watched like funny videos. You know, I'd watched the retarded horse or whatever it is, and you know, I'd watched like little viral videos like that. I'd watched a lot of music videos on YouTube, but I'd never really got into the gaming side. You know, I'd never really known that people could make livings from playing games on it, and I'd never thought of, you know, oh, I really want to watch a guy playing, like, I don't know, TF2 or something like that. And you know, at the time, I didn't even play console games. I still have my PS2, and I used to play that a lot. And yeah, I started watching a guy called PewDiePie. I don't know whether or not you've heard of him. He's pretty small, but yeah, I started watching him in about April, or I think was it April or was it? It was August. But I remember it was at a school summer concert thing. I was in a band at the time, and we were waiting backstage, and one of my friends, the guitarist, put PewDiePie up onto like one of the screens, and yeah, it was the first time I'd ever watched someone play games online, and it was one of his Happy Wheels montages, and I think it was his first one actually. I think he just uploaded it, and yeah, I started from there pretty much. I went home and started watching more of his videos and got really into him, and I loved it. I loved watching his videos. He was the only YouTuber I'd ever watch, and yeah, so PewDiePie really did get me into YouTube, and I think that's why I give him sort of more respect than other people do, because you know, PewDiePie sort of become a scapegoat for many people saying, oh, you know, you're a YouTuber, you know, why don't you just copy PewDiePie and you'll make millions. You know, but I generally have respect for the guy. You know, he started from the same as the rest of us YouTubers. Like, if you've got a channel, you'll know how difficult it is to get those first few subscribers, and you know, he's done very well for himself, and you know, there's a reason why his channel has snowballed. That's what I think. But yeah, so then a lot of people have asked me, how did I get into Minecraft? And the simple question is, before YouTube, I didn't even know what Minecraft was. And like, throughout the time that I was watching PewDiePie, I think I was watching him for about 6-7 months. And obviously, PewDiePie's never played Minecraft. And he did a shout out competition. And this guy called Daily Noob Pooner, who I'll explain there. But yeah, he won one of the shout outs, and I checked out his channel, and he was in the middle of a Minecraft series in which he was trying to build an underwater city, like Atlantis. It's called the Atlantis Project, was it? Or was it just Atlantis? I don't know. But whatever it was absolutely fantastic. And it's about 70 episodes, and I watched every single one of them in about, it was no longer than a month. It might have been in a month and a half, but I watched them pretty much continuously for quite a while, and in time he became my favourite YouTuber. So that's what got me into Minecraft, and it was around that time that I really wanted to play like these computer games, you know, these fantastic modern things that, you know, the fact that PC gaming was so little in my life that I used to play Flash games on my PC and that was it. You know, I think I tried to play Splinter Cell Conviction. Is it Conviction? I tried to play one of the Splinter Cell ones on my computer, and if you've seen it in like the set of videos that I've done, it's ancient. It's like pretty much like a monolith to like previous generations of computers. Like it's absolutely ancient, and I've still got it. Like it's still down by my side. It acts as a nice little cup rest sometimes. But yeah, I asked my mum for a new computer for Christmas, and we ended up getting one, and I've still got it to this day. The only thing we've actually changed in it is the graphics card and the power supply, and everything else is exactly as we bought it, so it is due an upgrade. However, that is coming as soon as I get the money together, really. But it's going to be about £555, I think, for the bundle that I want. But that includes everything. That includes like a new processor, motherboard, RAM, a cooling unit, and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, it will come in time. It will come in time. So, yeah, that's. Sorry, I'm still getting over my cough. I'll take a drink. One take. This is all it's going to be. But yeah, I got this computer, and I got it a little bit before Christmas because the previous computer was playing up, and you know I really needed it for like work as well, because I was like getting ready to sit my my first like sort of set of GCSEs for my year 11. So my first set of my final GCSEs, if that makes sense. So it was the beginning of the end in terms of my GCSEs, and I really needed a decent computer, because the one which I had, like my ancient one, it was taking roughly half an hour to completely like set up and be ready to work, and it was getting quite ridiculous. Like at the time I didn't have a laptop either, so you know I really needed that new computer. It's so old, in fact, it doesn't actually have the capabilities to be a wireless computer. You know, it like we literally had to like plug the like internet into the back. It's that old. But yeah, I'm just looking at it right now, and it looks so happy. But yeah, I got the computer, and I chose not to make videos for. I think I set the channel on the 9th of November 2013. It was on the 13th of January 2014 that my first video was uploaded. Or was it 2013? No. It was in... Oh, was it? Hang on, I'm going to check this now, because I'm sure it was 2013 that I set up the channel. It might have been 2012. Jeez, if it was, I'll be scared. Where's the time? Yeah, it was November 9th, 2012 that I joined YouTube. Oh my god. So it must have been the 13th of January 2013 that I uploaded my first video. And yeah, I remember like thinking, if I start this YouTube channel now, then I'll not do very well at all in terms of my actual studies. So yeah, I left it for a bit. I set up the channel just to get the name. I didn't originally intend to be Selen, just Selen, not gaming. However, that was taken, so I thought, oh well, let's just become Selen Gaming, and I'm very pleased for that. And as you know, like the Selen part is sort of, I don't know, it just sort of gives everything a nice flow. It's a lot better to say Selen Gaming than Selen. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, so I recorded my first video, I uploaded it, and then I waited a bit until my exams were over, and then I think, was it the 13th of February that I uploaded the... I'm gonna check all these dates, because it was over 2 years ago now, and that my very first video got exactly 200 views, I think it is now. 100 views, sorry. But yeah, it was on the 3rd of March 2013. And well, Was it? Actually, no, that it wasn't. What the hell? YouTube's taking me to the wrong one. It was the 9th of February, so a few days before my birthday, and yeah, I shouted out a lot of YouTubers and stuff, and that sort of paved the way. Like, I was playing a lot of TF2 at that time, in between revising and stuff. So from the start, I wanted to be a TF2 channel. I think that was what I wanted to sort of get straight into. And like my third video was my Parkour Fortress installation video, and that has become one of the most popular videos on my channel. I think it's like the second most popular, as it's got about 5,000 views at the minute. Yeah, it's the second most popular video on my channel. And yeah, I literally just found that out, and you know, it's sort of that sort of tutorial style video that really sort of paved the way in terms of like other sort of things like that. And yeah, so I started the channel, everything was going well. Started the Limbo series, I got that for the Christmas beforehand, and yeah, I really wanted to play that through, and I did. However, towards the end I wasn't enjoying it as much, because I don't know why, but I just don't get on well with puzzle games. I just really don't understand why not. But yeah, that series was a bit of a slog towards the end. I was getting a bit frustrated with that, and the same can be said for the zombies playthrough that I did. It was like a sort of a top, well, it wasn't really top down. It was sort of like, it was a 2D shooter, but it was set in a 3D environment, if that makes sense. And you know, it was very arcadey. It was very linear. Every sort of level felt the same, and towards the end that started getting a bit boring as well. And it sounds awful, but it just was sort of dragging on and on. But yeah, as I started progressing through on YouTube, like I started my World of Warcraft series. That was one of the first ones to sort of get properly noticed in terms of people starting to come to the channel. And as time went on and on, I started getting a lot more views, and you know, I was like really enjoying it. You know, I was sitting down at night, I was thinking of what I could record, and I was trying to think of like new ideas and stuff like that. And like as time went on, I was slowly progressing. I was really just playing for fun, and I think that's what I've tried to sort of maintain throughout this channel. Like, I've always tried to like keep the fun in the channel and try and make it as less of a slog, if that makes sense. Like, I've been trying to keep it as fresh as possible, and yeah, as time went on, I think my videos started getting a bit more entertaining. Like, I know that it sounds like a bit weird, but you know, I started rewatching my videos to make sure they were alright, and you know, 9 times out of 10 they were. There were some videos which I just haven't uploaded at all because they were like either crap or embarrassing. But like, I think with a lot of YouTubers, they tend to like delete most of their older videos, or private them at least. However, I think in terms of like the channel in the future, I'll always keep these videos up. You know, I'll never hide a video because I'm embarrassed by it or anything like that. You know, all the videos that I upload, I'm gonna get out there. And yeah, I remember like the milestone, like sort of leading up to, like from the very start, was 50 subscribers. Like, getting 50 subscribers for me was fantastic because, you know, I'd never expected to do well, if that makes sense. Like, starting this channel, I was trying to, like, so I guess I was just trying to follow in the footsteps of the people that I watched, and like Scipio, my friend Connor, and you know, he was doing very well. By this point, he had like a shout out from Athene, who, if you don't know who he is, he's I don't know how to describe him best. He's like he's become like a staple name in a lot of different games. You know, he's many fantasy games. Like he started off in World of Warcraft, got popular through like Branch himself, the best paladin in the world, and then like he raised some controversy in World of Warcraft and went to League of Legends for a bit, blasted the hell out of that, ended up getting banned and causing controversy there, so he went back to WoW, then he went to Hearthstone, and he's all over the place. But he does a lot of work for charity, so he's a good guy. But at the time, he was doing the TTTT sort of podcast show thing, where himself and his friend Reese would sort of showcase channels which they thought were like good and who they thought could, you know, use a bit of a shout out. And Scipio got done, and he got to 1,000 subscribers. And I was thinking at the time, whoa, holy crap! Imagine if I could get like to that amount. And like at the time, I was at about 30 subscribers, so that was already like more than what I expected to begin with. And then when I got to 50, I was over the moon. And I thought, you know what, this is the first like proper milestone. Let's do a special. And I ended up blowing up a massive image of my logo, and behind was an obsidian cube with 50 written in diamond blocks, and I completely misaligned the cube and the massive logo, and some of the TNT actually exploded the diamond. So, you know, let's gloss over that. It was a good feeling to get that. And then as the subscribers went up and up, we ended up getting to 100 subscribers. Then it got to like 200, and you know, things were starting to pick up really fast. You know, I had my Let's Build TF2 series in Minecraft. That series, I wish that I'd carried on with that series. I think the problem with that was I was recording too much in bulk. I remember I started it off in the summer of 2013, yes, and I recorded, I think I recorded 4 hours straight in for the first sitting, and I got about 11 episodes out. I can't remember, but I got like absolutely loads of episodes out of that. And then like the next day or the day after, I recorded another massive bulk, and by the time I rendered all these videos and edited them all, it was like months like later that I actually ended up sort of uploading them, and it seems a bit of a waste, and I sort of lost momentum with that series, and it was going to be such a huge task to do that I sort of lost motivation. That's why I stopped it. But yeah, that was sort of that's sort of one of the only regrets in terms of series that I didn't finish up, because I don't know about you, but if you check out the house on those like videos, the house is absolutely glorious. Like, it's probably one of the best things I've ever built in Minecraft, and yeah, I really like that. So yeah, check that series out and let me know if you want me to restart it. You know, I might restart, but that'll probably be in the future, and it'll probably be modded, because with it being such a big task, I don't know, I could do it in vanilla. And if I did restart it, it would be once I'd like completely burnt out MHC. And at the moment, I'm loving MHC. It's one of the best things I've like done on Minecraft and Wild. It's probably one of the only times I actually do play Minecraft at the minute, because, you know, Minecraft is the sort of game where if I don't have a sort of goal at the end of it, I sort of get a bit bored. And at the minute, it's going well. It's going well. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying playing with Dan and Murph. And yeah, I wish that looking back, I did do a few collaborations at the start. So I did like sort of work with Scipio a bit. I did work with my friend Jack a bit. However, like looking back, I sort of wish that I'd done what like Dan did originally. And comment on a video and send me a message. You know, that's a lot of people have asked how we sort of met via YouTube terms, and it was actually through the Record YouTube gaming group. So what it is essentially is a group that I set up. Sorry, I'm gonna have to take another drink. Oh, my throat is killing me. But it was a group that I set up when I can't remember how many subscribers I was at the time. I think I was less than 50. Was I? I'm checking all this now. Yeah. So I was approaching 50, and I saw that there was at the time, you know, I was thinking, I need to grow this channel quickly. I was disillusioned. I thought, you know, I'm gonna get this one video and I'm gonna get like hundreds of subscribers, and obviously on YouTube that doesn't happen. So I thought, well, let's try and, you know, create a group that, you know, I can grow from. You know, this video will help me grow. It'll, like, so if I word it right, then I will get viewership from that, and that'll give me views, and then that'll raise my channel up, and then it'll also be helping other guys. And I created the how to grow your small gaming channel video for the Record Gaming YouTube gaming Steam group thingamajig. And yeah, I said in the description, you know, feel free to comment, and like pretty much just like it would be the one video in which it was fine for you to spam your channel on. You know, you could go onto that video and you could put an advert down and you could you know, sort of advertise your channel as much as you wanted. And you know, it got good success, and in time, you know, more and more people watched it. So currently at 860 views, and one of those viewers was a guy called Dan from Dan Plays at the time, and he put a comment down on the video. He then sent me a personal message via YouTube, and saying, you know, thank you very much for starting such a good group. It's nice to see somebody trying to look out for the YouTubers and stuff like that. And you know, I read this message, and I was thinking, you know, it's a nice guy. So I checked out his channel, and he had a fantastic Tekkit series going at the time. So I watched a few episodes of that, and I thought, you know, I'm impressed with this guy. You know, he's got good synergy with that Murph bloke that he plays games with. I mean, you know, Murph's a bit of he lets the team down. He really does. But yeah, you know, they had good like synergy between the two of them, and I really enjoyed watching like both of them play. So he also put a comment down on the actual Steam group, so that's how I found his Steam profile, and I added him as a friend to sort of give him a personal thank you for, you know, commenting, thank you for the message sort of thing. And yeah, I ended up like talking to him, and I eventually, like, fast forward like from when I was last talking, like, I know that I'm sort of like jumping all over the place, but fast forward to like I think it was October. Was it? Or was it November? It was September when we started talking. And fast forward to then, I just done the Haunted Mansion challenge, so it would have been October. So I would have started talking to him in October. Yes. And I just done the October Hardcore Survival MHC thing, and I suggested that we like play together, and that we try the next month's challenge together. And that was the November MHC challenge, where we spent 4 hours. Again, I know that I'm saying like comparing it to the TF2 series, but you know, recording for 4 hours straight is a long feat, and we both managed to do it. And yeah, that sort of cemented our partnership, I guess, our like group synergy. I'm using synergy a lot. Our group, like, essentially it was Team Bean. I know that like we now got Murphin, so we need to come up with a better name, but that was how me and Dan started making videos together. And you know, I wish that I'd done what Dan has done, like back in the start of the channel. Because like when I started playing with him, he was on he was less than 20 subscribers. He's on 25 now, I think. Which, congrats there, friends. Very pleased for you. But yeah, he didn't have as many subscribers as me, and you know, I wasn't put off by that at all because he was such a good guy to play with. And yeah, he's obviously grown a bit since like maybe he's got like more subscribers through playing with me, and that sort of broadened his audience. And also the MHC, like joining like forces with me through the MHC. The MHC is a great way for you to sort of grow your channel, and if you enjoy hardcore survival, then I would really recommend you join the MHC, because you know, there's a great little community around it, and you know, there's always the same people that comment on your videos and same people that comment on the update videos. And you know, I watch quite a few other channels and their perspectives on the MHC. So Cherry Bitters, I watch her videos. Who else is the Technoscribe, who does the game over things. You know, if you want to go and see a different perspective of what you're doing, then you go and watch somebody else's channel. You know what I mean? And it's a great way for you to grow your channel, in that there's already a ready-made community, and there's always an update video at the end of the like episode/day. And you know, again, I've said it before, I keep saying it, it's a great way to grow your channel, and it's fun. So yeah, that's how me and Dan have like started playing. Then the following month, December, we got like Murph involved, and yeah, that was about the time that I hit 300 subs as well. So yeah, I've been slowly growing over the years. It's been a very slow process, but I think if I was to give advice to any startup channel at this early stage of my YouTube sort of channel like life, is don't expect rapid growth. Channels that get rapid growth get lazy very quickly, and the best thing for me is the fact that I have grown pretty slowly. Like if I'd uploaded say 50 videos and I was at 1,000 subscribers, then I would base it on those. I would base my success on those like first 50 videos. And when I first started on the channel, the editing side of it was pretty low. You know, I was still using Windows Movie Maker, and you know, as good as Windows Movie Maker was, and as good as it stood me in like good stead, you need to improve. And the fact that I was able to like sort of grow and grow and grow, it means that I've now been able to sort of reach a point in my channel where, you know, I am slowly getting better at editing, and you know, like from like terms of thumbnails and like rendering sort of templates, and you know, like I'm now like at the very maximum that I can upload at. You know, I'm recording and uploading at 1080p at 60 frames a second, and at the start I was recording at 720p at 30 frames. So as time has gone on, I've wanted to sort of bring in a wider audience and bring in a more loyal audience by uploading like not only good fun like quality content, but also great quality content. So you know, having it all in HD. Like every one of my videos apart from the very first one, although it says it's in 720p, it's not. It's a VGA video, I'm not gonna lie. But after that, everything has been in HD. And you know, that's what I'd like to say. Like, if you're gonna start a channel, you know, start it as you mean to go on. So intend to upload your videos at the highest quality that you can possibly do. Like, don't push your videos to be 1080p at 60 frames a second. I can only do that because of my my hardware. You might have a computer that is only capable of recording at 720p, but you might have a graphics card that, you know, you could either record at 1080p at 30 frames a second or 720p at 60 frames a second. You've got to make that choice, and you know, you've got to sort of choose which direction you want to go with your channel. Like, I'm going with like a Minecraft with a bit of everything else in. So I would consider myself a variety channel. However, I do tend to stick more to Minecraft because I do really enjoy Minecraft, and there's so much stuff that you can do with Minecraft. So, you know, that's sort of what I'd say to startup channels. You know, just sort of don't expect to grow rapidly, because you're not going to, and you wouldn't want to. You know, if in the future you end up with 1,000 subscribers with like 300 and odd videos like I have, then you know that you've sort of built it up gradually, and it gives you a sense of satisfaction, because you know that as time has gone on, you've bettered your videos and more people want to watch your videos, if that makes sense. Does it make sense? I'm trying to think. Hang on, let me take a drink. I'm sort of rambling on. I need to bring it in. The way you should look at it, right, let's start this again. The way you should look at it is that YouTube is fun, right? People do it for a living. However, it is created for fun. Okay? I got my partnership in July last year, and I'd been on YouTube for about a year and a half from that point. In that year and a half, I didn't blow up at all, and to this day I still haven't blown up. I have a few videos which do extremely well, and then the rest of my videos, you know, they get along nicely. I'm averaging about 15 views of a video now. MHC ones get a bit more because of the community. However, in general, all my videos get about 16 subscribers. Subscribers. I wish I got 16 subscribers per video, but no, I get 16 views per video. At any point before I got my partnership, I could have quit because I wasn't getting the like viewership that I was that the community suggests that you get. But I didn't, because YouTube for me, I've said this before in my Q&A video, YouTube for me is a hobby. It's something that I do for fun. It's something I do to escape like school stress and, you know, stresses in life. You know, I'm 18 years old now. I don't have many stresses. However, you know, next year, as I cocked up last year, next year I'll be going off to university, not this year. So you know, I've got like stresses about college at the minute. You know, will I get the grades I need to carry on next year to go to university? I've got like stresses on, you know, actual work. Like I've got like a part-time job as well as this, and you know, I've got stress about will I get the shifts, because my work is very like weather dependent. Like, I work on a crazy golf and on bouncy castles. It's a fantastic job, it really is. But you know, if there's a bit of wind, I won't get a shift. If it's obviously raining, snowing, like many things in Britain, like many days in Britain, you know, we never have good weather, and you know, 9 times out of 10 it'll be raining, and I've got hope that it starts raining towards the end of my shift, because if it starts raining at like say 11 o'clock and I've started at 9, I'll only get paid from 9 till 11. So you know, I've got that to worry about, because you know, I want money. You know, I want to like have enough money to you know, pay for, you know, the nice things in life, like going out with friends. And you know, I'm going to New York in the summer, and I can't wait for that. I'll be vlogging that, hopefully, and you know, I'm saving money for that to take away. And you know, I've got that to worry about, and you know, I've got a lot of stuff that is on my mind, and YouTube is a sort of a way of me escaping all that. You know, I can sit down on my computer, I can load up a game of League of Legends, and I can just play, and I can forget all about the stresses in my life. And I know that it sounds like, oh, your life isn't that hard, Ben, you know, you're a young'un. you've got a YouTube partnership, you're making lots of money. You don't make a lot of money off YouTube. Like, let me just put it this way, right? I get about 5,000 views a month, right? It sounds a lot, and it is a lot. However, I'm not going to disclose exact amounts because I don't think it's acceptable. If it was acceptable, I would tell you exactly how much I make a month. However, it's not a lot, and you know, obviously if you're PewDiePie and you get millions of views a month, you will get a lot of money. However, you don't appreciate the fact that you may get 5,000 views. However, those 5,000 views may not have ads on them because people use adblock nowadays. And adblock has sort of become the arch nemesis of many YouTubers. And you know, I myself, I do use it. However, if there's a channel which I particularly like to watch, I always whitelist them. So you know, my friend Connor, obviously I'm not going to block ads on my friends' channels. You know, Magma Mail as well. I'm not going to block ads on their channels and just be a complete dick about it and like not give them any money for watching their videos. You know, I do watch the videos a lot, and I have whitelisted their channels, so they do get adverts. I do get like the adverts at the start of the videos. So you know, I do whitelist channels that I do enjoy. However, you know, that's sort of one of the things, and you can't really, at this stage on YouTube, you can't really rely on like YouTube to be your main source of income, so you've got to find other ways. But the way I look at YouTube at the minute is that it's a fun hobby. It's something that I can, you know, do for fun, and the fact that I get paid for it is absolutely incredible. Like, I'm doing what a lot of people dream of right now. You know, I'm playing videos. Oh, sorry, I just burped. I haven't had a lot to eat today. I should eat too. I should eat. But yeah, a lot of people dream about, you know, playing video games and making money. And although I don't make a lot, I do still make money. And you know, if I said that to myself as a 7-year-old picking up a PlayStation 2 controller for the very first time, I would have laughed in your face. However, it's what I do now, and you know, in the future I intend to carry this on. I think it's something that is being good for me to do. You know, beforehand I was very nervous about talking in front of people. You know, I could barely stand up in front of my friends and talk confidently in front of them. And when I did start my channel, as I said, I was starting my GCSEs, my final year GCSEs, and part of my English grade, which you know, I did very well in, part of my English grade was speaking and listening, and you had to do a presentation, and that presentation like could have like got me a C at the end of it, or could have got me an A. And thanks to YouTube, it gave me the confidence to speak in front of people, and I ended up getting an A in that part of my coursework, and that like sort of carried me through to the actual exam where I got an A. So I got an A overall, and I honestly don't think I could have got that grade if it wasn't for my YouTube and like that building up my confidence. So you know, I've got a lot to be thankful for YouTube. I've got a lot to be thankful for you guys watching my videos. You know, obviously if you weren't watching my videos, I'd just be talking to myself, and you know, my confidence wouldn't go up at all. And yeah, I'm really appreciative of the position that I'm in. I really am. And in the future, there will be times where I need to take a break. Like, I'm gonna have to. It's coming up to the time when I've got my probably my most important exams yet coming up, and I really need to start focusing on that. So at the minute, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I may have to take a month or two off YouTube completely and focus entirely onto my studies, because if I don't do well in these exams, then I'm pretty much screwed. Like, I genuinely am screwed. So these exams coming up are probably the most important I'll ever take. So I may be able to record MHC with Dan and Murph, and that'll be purely the only thing on the channel. You will have to literally just, if you like don't like the MHC in it for any reason, you come for like my Wednesday content, I'm sorry. But like during the exam time, I'll probably have to cut out Wednesdays completely, and it'll literally just be Mondays and Fridays uploads. Then again, I may not even have like the time to record with Dan and Murph, and I may have to just completely leave YouTube alone for 2 months, and then once my exams are out of the way, I'll resume as we were. But yeah, for the next year, I don't have any plans on quitting YouTube, and I don't have any plans to change anything too drastically. I'm not gonna sort of do anything too drastic, and yeah, I think I've covered everything. But yeah, I think the channel's going well at the minute. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing at the minute. You know, I've obviously got the MHC that I'm doing by myself this month. I do miss Dan and Murph in a strange sort of way. I do miss playing with them. You know, it's always good to have that extra little bit of like sort of, I hate using it, but banter with oh god. But I do like having that like bit of a laugh on and a joke with the lads. Like with Dan and Murph, you know, we do sort of like slander each other, but it's just because we can. It gives good content. I think I really enjoy recording it, and I enjoy watching it. And yeah, we've got some things in the pipeline together. So yeah, thank you to them guys for being such good friends on YouTube with me. Thank you for like Cipiata and Magma Meal and my friends Jack and Ben and any of my other friends that have subscribed to this channel. I really do appreciate you guys helping me out and, you know, helping me progress with my channel. You know, being able to discuss things with other people in the same position really does help, and it's nice knowing that you've got a sort of a front line of friends that'll actually help you out if you need it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and listening. Mostly it's probably going to be a listening episode, I think, and yeah, this is going to become a bit more regular. I've got a few more topics I want to talk about. It isn't going to just always be about the channel. It is going to be about other things. They probably won't be as long as this one. You know, I do know that this is going to be a very long episode. This is going to be about coming up to 50 minutes. However, in the future, they probably will be a lot shorter. Probably about half an hour I might aim for, but I'm not going to put myself on a time limit. I'll ramble on as much as I feel is useful. But you know, I'm going to be talking. I've got a few ideas. You know, I might talk a bit about like Minecraft pay to winning and pay to winning in general. That is really getting my blood going at the minute. So I might do a video on that in a little bit. I might do some on like personal stuff, like exams, coping with stress. I might just do a nice general like podcast sort of thing. And if you guys have got any suggestions as to how I can make this a bit better, let me know. If you want a face cam on this, let me know. I haven't put a face cam on this one because I didn't really know whether or not you guys want one, and with it being quite laid back, I do sort of just loll about in my chair, you know, just sort of go from side to side, and I slouch a lot, and I genuinely look like a pig, I think, if I was recording this through my webcam. However, if you have strong feelings for me to use a webcam, let me know, and I will try and do that. But yes, if you want an audio version of this as well, if you want an audio version, I will get one sorted, and I might put a Mediafire link in the description. Let me know about that. If you want to like sort of download it and put it on your iPod or your phone and listen to it on the move, let me know. And if you're listening this far, thank you very much. Comment bacon bits in the comments below to let me know that you got this far, right? That is a good test. That is a very good test. And that'll see who's the hardcore selling gaming fans. Fans? I don't really have fans. The selling gaming viewership. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to call you fans because fans sounds a bit pompous. I don't want to be pompous. I want to be one of you guys. So, yeah, thank you for watching / listening. Comment if you've got any burning topics you want me to cover. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later. Goodbye!